Fear does you like to do what I say. You better not do nothing to be successful. Sit down over in the corner and shut up. Fear is a thief, right? Fear is a carjacker. Fear is a carjacker because fear will put its gun to your head. It's something that can carjack you from your own dreams and make you get stuck. It says, you better be scared. Yeah. And if I keep telling you that my God's gonna do this and my God's gonna do that, but I don't even put no faith in my God, that makes me a liar. All right, good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning. All right, so today we're gonna discuss the fear of the unknown, right? Because when I think about fear of the unknown, I think about how fear of the unknown drives people to make decisions that are not in alignment with who they are because they're afraid, right? Because like we talked about the other day, people are either afraid of they're not gonna get something they want, or they're not gonna get something or they're not gonna be able to keep something that they already possess. And think about how when you really want something really bad, and what lengths you're willing to go to get that very thing that you want. But sometimes the very thing that you want is the very thing that you don't need, because the thing that you're pursuing is the thing that's gonna destroy you. See what I'm saying? You know how when you pursuing a person, but that person ain't no good for you, but you keep pursuing them anyways, and you're not even afraid of what's gonna happen. Then you get with them, you be afraid of what's gonna happen if you lose them, but they ain't even good for you. And you get to the point where you're so afraid of being by yourself, you keep pursuing and holding on to this raggedy relationship that ain't even benefiting you, that's destroying you mentally, emotionally, and physically. Because it got you eating real bad, you eating a bunch of junk food, trying to satisfy feelings of missing. Feelings of missing. You know what I mean? Because like when I think about how hard did I run from what I'm afraid of. For real. When we think about the word change, change requires me to be somebody that I have not been previously, and it looks scary. That looks really scary because now it means I gotta be responsible. So I want to be afraid of what being responsible looks like, because being responsible requires me to be an adult. Something that I don't want to do. I want to say I'm an adult, but when I think about what it really takes to be an adult, that looks scary. Let's look at the people who be in the program for 2 years. You're in the program for 2 years. Are you afraid of being on your own by yourself? And you're only afraid because you don't know if you can trust you. Because we'll say, I don't trust nobody. No, you are afraid to trust yourself. And that's what's really scary. Somebody that's afraid to trust themselves, or they're afraid to be by themselves. They're afraid of that. Because that's unknown to some of us, because we don't know what it looks like to not be involved in an intimate relationship with somebody. That looks so scary. But I'm here to tell you, you can make it by yourself. You don't have to be in a relationship with somebody to be able to enjoy life. Because I can remember a time, right, when I was thinking about starting restoration house, and it got real scary because I got afraid, because I was like, what if this don't work? What if this happened? What if it happened? What if they try to stop? You know, I took myself down this rabbit hole of what ifs, and I was like, I don't know if I even want to do it. Then I came to the conclusion. I said, you know what? Ain't none of those what ifs happen. Go ahead, do it anyway. Do it anyway, and if the what ifs happen, at least you can say you tried. At least you can say you put the effort in to make that a reality, and it won't be something that you'll be sitting back regretting 20 years from now, wishing that you would have did. So grateful I didn't let fear stop me, man. So grateful, man, because fear is a thief, right? Fear is a carjacker. Fear is a carjacker because fear will put its gun to your head and stop you from pursuing the very things that you need to pursue to get God's blessings. Because it'll carjack you from your own dreams. That's a cold piece, ain't it? Something that can carjack you from your own dreams and make you get stuck and not even pursue them. Not even pursue them. It just takes full control and manhandles you. Manhandles you. Fear does you like to do what I say. You better not do nothing to be successful. Sit down over in the corner and shut up. Throw your dreams in the trash. Flush your dreams down the toilet. It says you better be scared. You better. Well, me personally, I'm gonna look fear in the eye, grab it by the horns, like somebody that's crazy enough to grab a bull by the horns. Man, I'm doing it anyway. Bump what you talking about. Why I'm gonna let you stop me from getting God's blessings? You know what I mean? Why would I let fear stop me from getting God's blessings? Because there ain't no way the God said he got all this beautiful stuff for me and I'm supposed to be afraid. No, man. Now, if I'm in the jungle and I see a lion or a gorilla, I got something to worry about. I should have some fear. Because I know that I can't, go toe to toe with a gorilla unless I got a weapon. See what I'm saying? But being afraid of success, no, man. What's the worst that can happen? You become a responsible person, your life gets a whole lot better. Because I see people that come into the recovery community and what they struggle with is fear of not fitting in with the new life. Fear that they won't be able to enjoy the new life, so they keep returning to the old life and justify it with different little things that they come up to say, but they really afraid of what this new life is gonna feel like. So they self-sabotage on purpose based on being afraid of what the new life is gonna feel like. They take the new life, right, and they do it like this. They ball it up and they throw it in the trash. Because they afraid. Well, I'm here to tell you, there ain't nothing to be afraid of. The new life is going to be beautiful. It's going to be better than the life you was living prior to. Because if you come into the program beat down, broken spiritually, broken mentally, broken down physically from running so hard, what do you really have to be afraid of? If every aspect of your life is broken, and somebody says, come over here and let's try this, and this is tried, true, and proven, it's tested and it's proven and it works, and you don't want to do it because you're afraid that somebody's going to make you a role model one day. You're afraid that you're going to have to pay bills on a consistent basis. You're afraid that you're going to have to be trustworthy. You're afraid that you're going to have to be a man. Or you're going to have to be a woman. You're afraid that you're going to have to man up and show the world that you can walk in your purpose. Yeah. See, that's what a lot of us don't even want to acknowledge. We don't even want to acknowledge the fact that every man or woman sitting in this room has a purpose. You got a purpose. And so for fear of having to actually live up to that purpose will cause you to self-sabotage and destroy it all. Then want to act like people's wrong when they want to try to help you not self-sabotage. start putting things in place to keep you from self-sabotaging, and the best you can come up with is the self-sabotage anyways. No, sir. Let's do something different. Let's do something different. I want you to think about it. Sit back and picture what your life can look like if you really take the time to really invest into you and you stop being afraid of the unknown. The unknown ain't that bad. I mean, because everything's unknown when you really think about it. What do you really know is going to happen in the future? None of us are God, so we can't predict the future. But what I do believe is that when you put energy into something and the universe sees it, the universe rewards you with what you're working towards, especially if it's something that the universe wants you to have. I mean, this right here, for me, this current spot where I'm at right now is proof. It's 100% proof that when you face your fears, the universe rewards you for being courageous. It rewards you for being courageous, man. Because I sit back and think about it, right? And how I refuse to let fear stop me. I refuse to let fear put me in a box. I refuse to let fear be my master. I'm not going to allow fear to control me. See what I'm saying? I'm not. I don't know about none of y'all, but like when you think about it, right? Fear of not being able to get high causes people to run out here and commit some of the most heinous crimes on earth only to support or sustain a substance abuse habit. That's all it is. Fear if I ain't gonna get no more, so the person goes out here and commits these crazy crimes and they end up getting severe and dire consequences because they was operating out of fear. Yeah, man. Now sit back and think, right, how men come into the program and the first thing they want to do is not change. They want to engage in all the old behaviors. I got a buddy of mine, right? So he was in a program, and what he decided was he was afraid of being broke and that he wasn't gonna have the things that he needed because he didn't know how he was gonna make money. So like him making money was the unknown variable. And so he decided, since fear of making money is the unknown variable, then I gotta come up with a plan on how to make money. But the thing about it is, his plan was not a legal plan. His plan was an illegal plan. So what he decided is that he's gonna steal. Now he's gonna steal so that he can provide for himself, right? All based on fear of I'm not gonna be able to provide for myself. Now, with that fear of the unknown, he has put himself in harm's way. Because what if you get caught while you out here committing these crimes? And instead of operating out of fear, why don't you operate by faith? Because what I notice is people walk around and say, God this, God that, God's gonna do this, God's gonna do that, my God this. But when it's time to trust and believe in my God, I want to take matters into my own hands. I become the world's best criminal. See what I'm saying? I try to outthink everything instead of actually trusting and believing in the God that I say that I believe in. That's a dangerous place to be in. When I'm trying to think my way through everything. Because I'm so afraid of trusting and believing in God that I won't even give God time to work for me. So I come up with these plots, plans, schemes, ideas that mean me no good. because I'm running on my own thinking, my own reasoning. I ain't trusting God. I ain't even giving God the opportunity to show up and work in my life because I believe I can get it done all on my own. I tell myself things like I'm a hustler. But that don't even make me a hustler. If I'm stealing, that makes me a thief. See what I'm saying? And if I keep telling you that my God's gonna do this and my God's gonna do that, but I don't even put no faith in my God, that makes me a liar. Because I don't even believe that God's gonna do what I tell you he gonna do. That's why I'm so afraid of the unknown, because I don't have a real strong, secure belief system in my higher power. I'm just talking it. I ain't walking it. See what I'm saying? My audio and my video don't line up, and I'm trying to convince you that they do. And that's the reason why I'm so afraid of the unknown, because I ain't took the time to really make my audio and video line up. I'm running on something, but it ain't right. But it ain't right. I'm running on something, but it ain't right. And I don't even know how to get back to running on what is right. Yeah, so that's the problem. What you got to do, or what you got to really think about is, what do I need to do to get to the point where I stop running on what ain't right and now I can get back to running on what is right? And I need to just be super courageous. That's what I challenge you to do, is be super courageous and just face your fears, man. Go heads up with them, man. Go heads up with your fears, man. Period. Yeah. You have to go heads up with them, man. Toe to toe, man. Like a boxing match, man. You know? You're going to have to be like Bud Crawford fighting whoever his next opponent is. You're going to have to surgically dismantle your fears. Period. If you don't want to surgically dismantle your fears and face them head on, then you're going to continue to keep being driven by fear, and you're going to continue to be afraid of the unknown, which it ain't even nothing to be afraid of. But that's on you. The choice is yours. The choice ain't mine. The choice is yours. You figure out what you want to do.